Shalom, shalom. Welcome back to Rooted in Hebrew. My name is Mike. Today is the 17th of February. I apologize. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me do something I forgot. All right. Yesterday was short, brief. It was unexpected. So, I got kind of concerned with the music playing in the background. I don't know if you brothers and sisters heard me, but I didn't want the music in the background. Let's mess around and get a strike or something. So that's the reason why I had to end it pretty briefly. Um, but other than that, we go. I want to take on the conversation that I was speaking about yesterday. Um, there's a lot being said about from a lot of different brothers and sisters that are seeing things that are happening a lot stronger than before, and they're voicing it. They're voicing their thoughts, opinions, whatever you wish. Shalom, Sister Monica. I'm glad you was able to make it in this morning, sis, or this day. But yesterday, um, it was really of an encouragement, a warning of encouragement, put it that way, to the things that we have witnessed and the things that we are witnessing. Because what I was speaking about, let me see. I think two or three other brothers or sisters came on, and usually I don't comment on those on Sunday. But Shalom, Sister Donna. I'm glad you were able to make it in today. Um, Sunday was a day where a lot of brothers came on. I don't know what it was, but it is what it is, and we started to feel something in our spirit. That's what we're feeling. And we feel that we need to say something, do something, whatever the situation may be. But this was happening. We're seeing changes that are happening kind of quick. Shalom, Sister Linda Cross. I'm glad you was able to make it in. We're seeing these things happening, and they're happening kind of quick. I mean, if you're a person who don't keep up with the last days, all right, you may not see it. But if you are, and truthfully, you don't have to be a person that keep up. You're going to notice a change. You're going to notice it. You will see things. But the title yesterday was "The Choice Is Yours," or something in that nature, and it is. It is. I am literally seeing a beast system right in front of our face, and they're letting us know what they're going to do. And like I stated yesterday, we say that the government can't do this, the government can't do that. The government can do what it wants to do with this system. If they want to come in and say that we're going to cut your benefits off, who do it belongs to? Excuse me. You got to ask yourself, who do it belongs to? Who is ruling it? Who's in control of their system? They have been appointed by the God of their system. That's what they're going to do what they're going to do. They're going to come in and say, we're going to cut food stamps, all that. Who are we to fight to make sure that they do these things? They're not doing things humanely. They're not human. They're not human. So now, just from yesterday, and you bring this up to today, the title today was Catching Feelings. When I say catching feelings, yeah, the world is catching it now, especially here in the West. They catching it. They all on TikTok crying. And I'm talking about the Gentiles. They can't take it. They're trying to figure out what's going on. Their system is broke. They understanding that. They realizing that. And who do they consult to? Who do the world consult to? Shalom, Sister Patricia. They consult to Black people. Why do they come asking for advice from us? They know that everybody that came through this, any type of struggles came onto our platform. And they just said it was a self-made platform of our struggle. Call it that. But they understood. They understood. They knew. And they know. Hey, let's ask these people here. How did they cope? Because they know our struggle. They know our struggle. And so now, I mean, what Trump is doing is affecting them. And it kind of reminds me of Pharaoh. When the Most High started making it, he started to make a division. Well, yeah, when it came to the plagues, there were some plagues that affected just only the Egyptians. When it got to a point, the Most High, those plagues did not affect the land of Goshen, where the Israelites is at. It didn't. But now we're at that particular time where it would appear to me now, this is just my assumption, is that there's somewhat of a difference now. It is. There's a difference in our struggle. It's as if we struggle. We do. But there's a difference now. Our struggle is this. We don't get online crying about, well, let's see. We got this, it's so hard and thing. It's been hard way before TikTok came on the scene. It was hard. And we dealt with it. We dealt with it. You know, if we did talk about it, trust and believe, we was over a friend's house playing spades, eating on some chicken wings or something. And we were just sharing our grief with one another. Because one thing we knew is that the people that we spoke with, they understood our struggle because they was in the same struggles. That's what Black people did. And we still do it down to this very day. May not be doing it as often in the same manner, but get on TV, get on TikTok, get on YouTube. They're going to speak about these. We will speak about our struggle. That's what we do. And it served as a source of encouragement. Don't give up. Continue the fight. That's what it did. That's what it served as. Because at the same time, especially during the early 70s, I was a child. And when these brothers was coming back from Vietnam, when I first seen that movie, Dead Presidents, I knew exactly what that movie was about because I lived through that era. When these guys is coming back from Vietnam, the brothers, and they're thinking, they coming back with their nicely pressed suit on and everything, they feeling good about themselves, only to find out they had a rude awakening. That was it. They had a rude awakening. Came back, couldn't find a job to save their life. I knew so many brothers when I was a child. They they, they was they was coming out of Vietnam, and then they was going into prison for robbing banks. For robbing banks. I tell you, um, our struggles, and what we went through was for it was made for us for today. We can speak about these things because we lived through them. We felt the pain. Now you have a particular person that is working against you. When brothers say it's about you, Israel, it is about you, and they keep on nagging that. What they may say, beating around the bush. That's what this world is doing. It's beating around the bush. They know exactly who this is about and what it is about. They talk all that little dumb stuff all they want. You got brothers right here. Excuse me. You have brothers right here telling truth, yelling truth. Sisters too. Sister Lisa Cabrera, I think I'm pronouncing her name right. I was looking at her and her show, and she was talking about how the government went in and laid off some Internal Revenue Office employees. The system, the system seems to be imploding. That is being destroyed within inside. But trust and believe, they're going to have a way where only a certain amount of people or whatever will be saved in that system to reemerge. To reemerge at the same person or different person, but a different government. A different government. Mm. And so, what they got going on, I tell you, is ridiculous. Kendrick Lamar did what he did. Boom. Yes, he put it out there. You have other brothers and sisters out there putting out information. And at the same time, oh, here we go again. Hold on for a moment. Sorry about that. I had to drink some water. But you have brothers out here, they're speaking about these things a whole lot boldly. Um, and like I once stated, those days of just finding someone to take people out, those days are, it's no longer fearful for us. It's not. But it's fearful for the world. It's fearful for the world. The world is asking Black people, how do you cope with this? How do you cope with that? Can you help us with this? Can you help us with that? It's like they're taking us, and brothers, I spoke about this, and they literally putting you on a pedestal. That is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that this world, especially in the West, is putting you on a pedestal. They looking to you for answers because they're coming to realize this beast system is right upon them. And it is not going to be anything nice. They already foresee that. They seeing it. We know how they move. We know how they think. And with that particular power or knowledge, we know exactly how to move about. This world is scared. It is absolutely terrified of the things that they're witnessing. And then what? You thinking these people not on these brothers and sisters YouTube channel and listening? The, the Gentiles is paying attention because they know for the vast majority of them, this system that is about to come in into the from the shadows to the sunlight, it's not going to be anything nice for them. It's not. They will continue to reach out to you. Yeah, and then you will have some that's you will have your Gentiles that's going to be still upset and want to take their frustration out on us. Whether it's going to be a police stop or a trip to Walmart, they will continue to mess with us. They're going to until one day they mess around and catch that backhand, and then they go realize. But it's this stuff is real out here now. It is absolutely real, and it's terrifying to them. That is. If you were going, you up in your these people that be on TikTok, I would say they're anywhere from their mid-20s up to about 40, 50 years old. These people be on TikTok crying. They just broke down. They need an avenue to let loose. TikTok is that avenue. But the moment it would appear that they shut down TikTok, I mean, I don't know what's the next platform is going to be, because Facebook, I tell you, I think Facebook is like a dinosaur now. But this is what they did. This is their doing. This is their doing. This system, the way this system is set up is because, why it's set up, it's their doings. Now, if we look at what's his name? That guy with the letter what's his name? Albert Pike. And it seems to me that these people are walking in the same path as to this letter that he wrote. Sister Monica, hold on. They want us to go to our Father and ask for forgiveness. All right, continue a blessing, because they now see how much they benefited. Well, we know that type of forgiveness is not going to happen. That's one. They unwilling. I was just reading through the book of Revelation. I read it from the beginning to the end. That is not that. Oh, wait, no. And if any one of you did it, read the book of Revelation, and then you take Jeremiah chapter 50, you go find a lot of similarities in destruction, judgment, and things that's supposed to happen with this place called Babylon. You go see that there. Oh man, it's I tell you, it's something else. And the judgment that is to come upon this world, I'm like, whew. No, it ain't. I'm sorry. It's not. it's not really a good look because the scriptures clearly states that she keeps yelling that she would never see mourning and things of that nature, nothing like as if nothing bad can happen to her. And truthfully, brothers and sisters, if you look at how this government is ran, they're moving in that direction as if everything is a-okay. That's the way this government is being moved. And that's the foolish thing about it, because in the book of Obadiah and even in the book of Jeremiah, the Most High spoke about a trap. And now you hear the thing about what's his name, Trump. He wants to take over Greenland. Hmm. Greenland. Okay. Now you have a government that is upset at the United States. And when people are upset, what do? And especially if they know of another country that has issues with a particular oh no, hey, let's sit down and let's talk. If we gotta gossip, so be it. Let us gossip and see how we can work things together to conquer another nation. That's what's on the horizon. That's, as a matter of fact, it's not on the horizon. We seeing that. We know there's a lot of countries out there that do not like us, and there's countries out there that just what is the word they use? They don't like you, but they just contend with you because there may be some benefits there for them. But deep down inside, no. If they had the opportunity to flip on you, they will. Shalom, Sister Hazel. I'm glad you made it in today, sis. I tell you, this is what's happening. We've been hated from the inside going out and from the outside coming in. Now, that's a terrible hatred. That is a terrible hatred that we have. Wait, let me hold on. Let me take that lie back. That they have is the hate that they have. And all of that hate, brothers and sisters, that we are accustomed to, the hate on us is dying off. Whether, let's just say if they waking up, I mean, all right, granted. But that hatred that we had on us is dying off. Because now we are that consultant of people that the world is asking for advice for. Because eventually that advice is going to go over to Africa. They're going to start asking these leaders, hey, how do you do this here? How do you do that there? Now, Trump has been boldly stating what he wants to do with Greenland. He wants to take it over. But that's their makeup. That's their makeup. It's sad. Shalom, Sister Van P. How you doing, sis? Shalom, Sister Kathy. Hope all is well. But I tell you, these are the things that we are seeing before our very faces. But this is how we are seeing things, and they're seeing things, and they're asking for help. And along with that asking for help, the sad thing about it is this: there is a destruction that this world or the West is trying to do at the same time. Now, if you're paying attention, we've been paying attention. I mean, what, brothers? Yes, we've been put on the pedestal. We are. We're literally being put on the pedestal. And at the same time, you have a government that is coming against you at the same time, like I stated. Now, I got to check it again, because I know it's been about a year the last time I checked. I need to check it again. But like I said, 70% of the government employees are of African American, period. That's a large number. But when he went in, Trump, and started laying off people or whatever the situation may be, who do you think will get affected first and foremost? And he's just letting you know, hey, do not bring in, you're not recruiting black people into the army or whatever. Cool. This is what they're doing. I'm telling brothers, this, a lot of brothers saying that they're saying that these prophecies are moving, they're moving kind of fast. And they are. They are. We are encouraged to stay on the watch. That's what we've been encouraged to do. And to continue to move forward. But along with that, brothers and sisters, we just don't want to get complacent, which is easy to do. And especially if you feel you have no complaints and things of that nature. Sister Monica, you said, well, now, our families should never have been in their wars anyway. Well, I mean, sister, I understand what you're saying on that, but shoes, I ain't gonna lie to you. We didn't know. We didn't know. We was just as naive as a blade of grass. We didn't know. We hopped into stuff and things of that nature. And so, but when we woke up, now that's a totally different story. That is a totally different story. Shalom, Brother Ricky. I'm glad you made it in today, brother. A lot of things is happening. You have a lot more brothers and sisters trying to make moves. They're trying their best to, and they just feeling in their spirit. They say, I think I need to get myself and get up out of here. That's what they're looking at. They're looking at different. You want to talk about internet frenzy? You have a lot more brothers and sisters looking into the African continent, trying to figure out what is the best country for them to travel to start, to making a life. It's happening, brothers. It's happening. I have brothers and sisters calling and asking about this and asking about that. I kid you not. You can call this brother and this brother and his wife. They have the information. I'm serious. The information is going out, brothers. It's going out. And you have brothers and sisters over there that are willing to, they're just sitting around waiting to help another brother or sister out. I'm telling you, this is real. I was just talking to Sister Waters yesterday, her and her husband. And I was talking, asking about a lot of things about Zambia, the pros, the cons. And then at the same time, I talked to Brother Ricky, or me and Brother Ricky spoke a couple of months ago about the life in Tanzania compared to Zambia, which is almost like night and day, truthfully. Truthfully, it is like night and day. And now Tanzania just brought a new law out beginning of last month that you will no longer receive, you can no longer get a visa on arrival. And so, truthfully, that's that battle of a system that's recognizing that they're losing power. And now, mind you, let's not misunderstand this. That ain't blacks doing that. It's the colonizers. They're trying their best to hold on to any and every ounce of the continent, but they grabbing and trying to hold on to a slippery pole that has oil running up and down it. You cannot climb a pole like that, and that's what they're trying their best to hold on to. Shoot, I don't think they're gonna find a peace of mind to us. No, I don't think they're going to that misuse. I know they're looking for it, but they ain't gonna get it. They're going to continue to. They're gonna be at a loss. They know that they are at a loss. It's when that beast system kick in, Sister Monica. When that beast system, I mean, I think we're gonna be affected too. I'm gonna tell you the reason why. It's because we got accustomed to this particular lifestyle that we living in, that we live in, which is understandable at the same time. But it's going to cause us to make a drastic decision. Do you want the comforts of a dying system that is of Satan, and to be upon his beast system? Because I'm telling you, that beast is showing himself. He getting tired of putting on makeup. They're tired of putting on makeup. They don't want to make up no more. They want you to see them as raw, uncut, unfiltered. That's what the beast system wants you to recognize about its system. Oh, you wrong, Sister Monica. A greased pig. Ain't that? You're talking about lard now. You're talking about lard. We ain't gonna give them grease. Call it lard. But yeah, that's the system that we're looking. It's right here in front of us. It's just when they just, put their iron foot down. Hey, this is the beast system, and I seriously believe, brothers, and I could be wrong. That's like almost like now. And let's just say, hypothetically speaking, that that system, this beast system, may be our way to get out of here by choice. When I say by choice, if the government say, hey, you know what? If you don't want to be up under this system, this is your opportunity to get out. And it may be just that, brothers. This is just hypothetically speaking now. This is not something that's based on scripture. It's just food for thought. That's all it is. That's all it is. But the question is, what will we do individually? Because one, I'm going to tell you, let me just go with this here. You can have a brother or a sister who have a complaint against another brother or sister. And let's just say, hypothetically speaking, that this person got a complaint against his brother, and all it takes is some private talk or gossip about a brother or sister for individuals to make a decision and say, I don't deal with this particular person no more because this is what this person did to me. And you have brothers and sisters that will quit dealing with that brother because of a personal decision. I don't move that way. I don't fall. Because you got a problem with that person, that don't mean I got a problem with them. But I've seen brothers and sisters jump camp because of one brother or sister that voiced an opinion that they may have some words or whatever the situation may be, and boom, they would literally take on that person's emotion and say, I can't stand him either. He's so-and-so, so-and-so. And truthfully, you're going off of somebody else. Now, that's a very dangerous position to put yourselves in. a very dangerous position, because that person can lead you right off to destruction. And that is really a shaky foundation for the individual that follows another person, because you have some personal grievances against a particular brother or sister without knowing who that brother or sister is. And they may be they may be brother and sister at odds, but that may not be your case with that particular brother or sister. You may be the best of friends. But I've seen the vast majority of brothers take on the emotion of other brothers and sisters and start hating their own brothers and sisters because of your personal dealings with that person. And it should not be that way, because the Most High said he hates contention. Yeah, it is. And it's a person with weak faith. That's what it boils down to being. And they followers. Yeah, you're right. They follow wherever the wind blow. Boom, they go in this direction. It goes in that direction. Not nothing that's has a foundation where your feet are 10 toes down. You looking at, look, I can't get down the way you. I mean, I don't know what's going on with you and that brother. So whatever y'all can do to work it out, work it out. But for me to take on your emotion, not living. Not living. But that's what I have seen. And this can be, that within itself can be very dangerous. Very dangerous. Because when we get to that, we're going to get to this particular time. We're going to get to a time where you're going to have to make a decision. Yes, we're going to have to make a decision. It's going to be either you're going to be for the Most High system, or under his it started the wilderness, or you want to continue to stay in the devil's wilderness. But the devil's wilderness is about to get, let's call it upgrade. Yeah, it's about to get upgraded. And if you choose the wrong one, trust and believe. If your name was written in the book of life, trust, it's gone at the moment. You talking about taking that stamp on your right hand and your forehead for that beast system. Yeah, you hemmed up. You hemmed up. The Most High has laid it out there to us what that system is about. You can know, if you don't have that mark of the beast, you cannot sell nor buy. That's what he's letting it all out there in front of your face. That's the thing. Excuse me. He's putting it out there. The Most High is leaving nothing to the imagination. And he's also letting you know, if you go in that direction, trust and believe, your name is not written in the book of life. So trust. He already said, you're going to make a decision. You're going to make a decision. But he tells us, choose life that you may continue to live. He already telling you, I'm going to destroy this system. But if we looking at the here and now, like Peter did, when Peter got out, he asked Yahushua, can he come out there? But he said, yes, come on. So he started walking on the waters. But with all the lightning, the wind, the thunder, Peter lost focus. He lost focus. And then he started giving in to the fear of what he was seeing, not focusing on Yahushua. That's the thing. He did not. His focus was taken away from Yahushua, and he concentrated on the present surrounding things. And we should be doing the same thing. We should be looking at what the Most High telling us. He's telling us what he's going to do.
The system is going to be destroyed off the top. When it's all over, said and done, the system it's going under, never to come back again. That's the thing. Oh yeah, Sister Kathy, I believe that, and it's going to be up on us to really to be spiritual alert as to which way we need to go. You know, when we see that opportunity, it's just like when our forefather was in Jerusalem. What did they do? When the Romans just withdrew, they broke camp so quick, it was not even funny. They knew it was time to get out. Trust and believe. It's going to happen some way, some type of fashion where we're going to recognize something. And for those that listen, yeah, we go break camp quick. It's going to be quick because we know, hey, it may appear to look, bad. And that's the thing we get, brothers. See, Satan is about the appearance. That's all. That's all they're about. Everybody wanted to come to the United States. They wanted to come here, make a lot of money and things of that nature, buy a house, buy a car, and boom, have it. That's what they call the American dream. That American dream has so much makeup on it, it ain't even funny. I talked to some brothers, more so from West Africa. A lot of brothers, and I talked to a lot of sisters that was from West Africa. And I asked them, I said, do you work more here in the United States or in Africa? Every last one of them said they work harder here in the United States than they ever did in Africa. And I said, why do you say that? They said, because they may make the money, but they pay more money out than anything. It says it's like what's the word? You making the money, but as soon as you make it, it's gone. And the taxes and everything. So truthfully, you're on a hamster wheel. It's yes, a lot of brothers and sisters. I've seen brothers and sisters from Nigeria nearby working 24 hours a day and still do not have nothing to show for it except a worn out body. That's it. A worn out body. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, sis. But you know what, sister? I'm going to say this, Sister Hazel. And we're going to have to keep that in mind. Because the Most High is not going to paint a pretty picture for us. He's not going to throw no makeup on it. He's going to tell you, hey, this is the time you're about to come out of a wicked system that is controlled by Satan himself. He's given us that opportunity to come away from that. Now, but you're about to go into another wilderness because I need to purge some of you all out. But I'm going to give you that opportunity to turn around and repent. But you got to go into my wilderness. And we all know that the Most High wilderness is not wicked. Because he giving you that to make to change some things that is not part of his will, a lifestyle of what we are coming out of. That's the opportunity that he's given us. Now, whether we choose to, do that or not, that remains to be seen. Whether we want to say, you know what, I like my running water, I like my electricity and gas. for the government to give me so much money a month and think it don't sound so bad. They missed the whole point. And you gonna have some brothers and sisters that's going to be reasoning like that. Because I talked to some brothers in the United States, and their mindset, man, you think your son gonna like it over there? And so and so. Man, that's it's two different words. I said, have you been there before? No, but I'm just saying. No, you're not. You're not just saying. You going by what you heard on the TV and the things that they push out about Africa. Why is it that these people, Gentiles, are trying their best to get their claws back into that country? But you don't want to follow that type of news. But you want to follow the negative side of what they're pushing out. And a lot of African Americans, they believe that. They believe it. Oh, they ain't gonna make it over there. You man, well, ain't they walking around with one brother asked me, was they walking around with guns? I said, I'm like, bro, the United States has way more guns than anybody. Have you heard of any school shootings in Africa? I said, but you can find a boatload of them here in the United States. People just coming into a grocery store just shooting, going to churches just shooting, and you all are worried about where brothers and sisters are walking around with guns? I said the majority of guns is here, and we are so quick to jump over our environment and go over there and have the audacity to look down on brothers and sisters over there in Africa. That's the thing that blows me away. Then when you bring that out to them, they're like, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but yet and still, they are not trying to entertain that mindset that they have been placed in their head. That's what they're not trying to entertain. I mean, their minds and set, they got their heart set here in the world, and they continue to mistreat us. But then you could tell, oh, I'm not African, I'm an American. I was born here, I'm gonna die here. All right, for some of you all, that may be, I'm gonna say some of you all, but those individuals that think that it may be just that you just may die here. Because the same thing happened with the Israelites when the Most High took them out of Egypt. When not Joseph, Joshua and Caleb and the spies, 10 of them came back with bad reports. Now, one thing about their report, those 10, 12, it was 12, but only 2 came back with a good report. What the 10 was saying was the truth. They was describing those people and everything, talking about how big they was and how they looked like an ant and everything. It wasn't the fact that they was telling the truth that got them in trouble. It was the fact that they looked at those people and put the Most High down to their level that ain't no way the Most High could take care of conquer these people. That's all they was saying to 10. But Joshua and Caleb, they knew where the source of strength came from. They wasn't worried about how big those people were. They was not. They said, no, the Most High going to do this. He can do that. They seen and appreciated the works that the Most High was doing for his people. And it's that mindset that took them through the wilderness into the promised land. But those 10, the other 10 tribes, they died in the wilderness. The Most High said, you would not go to the promised land. And they did not go. Their kids did. But they did not. Because they played so, their faith in the Most High was just down. And see, that was, you had to be mingling with people. They had to be mingling with people who kept up complaints against Moses, Aaron, and the Most High. Had to, because I'm telling you, if brothers and sisters, we in that wilderness, and if I feel that you just complaining, I'm breaking camp. While you in the bed, sleep in the middle of the night, I may be packing up, moving, and you get up and, hey man, what happened to Mike? I may be way on the other side. I'm serious. But that's what the wilderness is going to be about. You know, you may have some once we leave. You may have some once we leave. Um, like, yeah, we all together, so and so. And then it starts to die down. Or whatever, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, whatever hardship that we may incur or come upon, that may be the needle that will break the camel's back for an individual and say, you know what? They may be like, this is not right. This is too hard. I'm going back to the United States. Hey, you had those in the time of when our forefathers left Egypt. What makes you think it would not happen when this exodus or gathering takes place? It's going to take place off the top. It's going to take place. But this is where we, as a people, we have to start looking at these things. We're going to have to look at them. The devil knows exactly what he's been doing. He knows exactly what he's been doing. All of this modern technology. Now we also now modern technology, we also witnessing how AI is on the move. It is absolutely on the move. Now, do you really want to be up under all of that? Brothers and sisters, they're making movies about AI. What was the name of that movie? There was a movie where the robots was the policemen. I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, it's a mindset that we may need to shake off right now while we're here in the West, because you're going to need a whole different mindset when it comes to the Most High. And we may not, what's the word, have what we want, but the Most High is going to give you what you need. And it's going to be about, what is your reverence to the Most High? What do you think about Him? That's what's going to save you or save us. We're about to make a stand right before the Most High. We go, all right. It's just like you playing basketball and you building your team. Oh, I take what you call my team. I take this person on my team. The only thing that's going to be different, you choosing who your coach is here. You either go want the Most High as your coach, or you go want Satan as your coach. And and the sad thing about it is, brothers and sisters, you gonna have a lot of people that are going to choose Satan. And what does Satan do? He just put makeup on stuff. That's all he does. He's going to make everything up. And once you get in there and you get behind his door, he'll give you a swift kick in the butt. Get on in there. I got you now. Ain't no turning back. Shalom, Sister Cynthia. You're right. There's no in between. Either you're going to be for the Most High or you're not going to be for Him off the top. It's going to be one or the other. And we may find ourselves sleeping out of tents. But we know for a fact the tent is not no longevity thing. It's not. It's not. And we have to start looking at these things. It may be, and be the thing about it, be thankful that you are around your own people. You have a covering. Truthfully, you have a protection. The Most High knows exactly how His people need to be cared for. It's going to boil down, do you trust Him to do just that? Because Satan system, they ain't going trust. If you step out of line with his beast system and you don't do, oh yeah, you ain't gonna eat for like a good month. How many kids you got? They gonna starve they gonna starve right along with you. Yeah. I mean, well, hold on, Sister Cynthia. Hey, they can start craving they can start craving the onions and the leeks if they want to, and then talk about they want to go back to Babylon. What do you think they get their food from? Shoot. I mean, what? Everything grows in Africa. They already messed up the land. They already messed up the land in Africa. They poisoned the land already. All they got to do is throw salt on your land. You ain't gonna grow nothing if you got salt on it. Those roots get down and start drinking. I mean, shit. No, all of your stuff is going to dry up. So that's why they have the laboratories. The laboratories is for, hey, we want to control your food source. The Most High has laid it out there to us. This is what this system is trying to do. This is what the system is going to do. This is where the rubber meets the road. And it's going to boil down. What is it that you want to do? What will be your choice? Who is going to be your coach for your life? And I tell you, we're going to be put with that choice. We are. Now, what's going to cause us to come out crying and things, that remains to be seen, but we can only imagine what they're going to do that's going to lead us into tears and coming out at the same time. We're going to have to go through something it's going to be something major, brothers and sisters. It's going to be something major where the Most High would literally have to step in as the Father does. He steps in when you see your father, you may have got into some trouble or whatever, you ran up on a bad situation, your father steps right on in and you step right behind his leg, clinging to his leg, because you know for facts he's here. He's about to rectify matters. And what do kids? Oh yeah, they break down. Kids break down then because they recognize their father is here to help them out. And this is what we're about to see. This is what we're about to see. Or witness, rather. But it will still always boil down to making a decision. The Most High is not. He's not going to, well, he will beg you. Shalom, Brother Robert. I'm glad you made it in today, bro. And Sister Pixie does as well. I tell you, it's that decision is going to be that one that's going to determine whether you're going to live or die. You may be living when you go into its Satan system, but at the end of the day, then no, it's going to be totally different. Yeah, you're right about that now, Sister Hazel. They crying over these reparations now. Excuse me. The world is talking about, the world is they on reparations 5.0 now. It's like they hitting a little bit hard on these reparations. But along with that, where they talk about the reparations, I don't know how that will play out. I do know that Most High said that, we're going to be leaving with a lot of things or whatever. but we still going to the wilderness. But it would appear that some of us are going to still make some decisions when it comes to money. We're going to make bad decisions. Now, we may leave and go into the wilderness with let's just say hypothetically speaking, that we leave with a great deal of money. You get on that continent and you just living haphazardly. Let's just say this now. This is just some food for thought, put it that way. That we get to the continent, you seeing the spending power, and you just spending money, boom, this, here, that, there, whatever the situation may be. And then you get broke. When you get broke, that's when all the issues kick in. Man, we ain't got nothing here, and so on. So, yeah, when I had that money, I paid this cat to go over there and give me some water. He brought it to me. It was cool then, but I ain't got no. I got to go down there and get water. See now, that's where you will start having your problems. When you think, hey, I had running water when I was in the United States. I had running water. I didn't have to just turn on the faucet, boom, the water come through. Now I got to go down there and get water and bring it back. Man, this stuff is whack, man. That's the little dumb stuff. That's the dumb stuff I'm talking about. You know what, Sister Pixie? I felt that I needed to come on, but I got cut short, because there was music playing in the background. And so I don't know if y'all heard it or whatever, but I said, now let me cut this off because mess around, take a strike and thing. But then other brothers and sisters came on. There is something in their spirit that they telling you, brothers. Because I seen Sister Lisa Cabrera, she was on. And then some other brothers and sisters came on Sunday, where they usually don't come on. I don't know about Sister Lisa, but the rest I know they don't usually come on no Sunday. But they came on and they were speaking about some things because it seemed like the Most High putting in, hey, something major is about to happen. Now, we know what Trump is doing. He's talking about doing away with a whole lot of stuff. So it seems that the Most High is matching him and his words and his actions as to what he's trying to do. It seems that the Most High, all right, this is what you're going to do. I'm gonna be there for my people. They go see some just as much as you gonna be doing. Yes, it is. I'm serious, sister. I was talking about that yesterday. I was talking to my sister about this. I said, "There's something that's about to go down." I said, I can't put my finger on it, but ain't nobody gonna tell me anything different. There is something that's about to happen. And it's going to be monumental. For a person to speak and say what they're trying to do, they want to dismantle the education system. What do the educational system have to do with us? It has a whole lot. Because their demonic history is in that education as to what they did to our forefathers, eating on them, taking body parts as souvenirs. So they don't want that to be around no longer because they bringing in a new system. Hey, the new system, we go educate them on this here. They will never know about this here. That's what they're trying to do. They bringing in all of that stuff as if it's going to clear their record from the Most High. It is a sense of urgency, Sister Pixie. It is. And I know good and well we all not going to be feeling that same way. I'm serious. We're not going to be feeling that same way just to be having feelings. The Most High knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing and how we should react to how we are, whatever we sensing, we speak on it. We talk on it. And if it need be, we reason on it. This is what's happening. This is no longer that particular time where you can just, oh yeah, well, so and so. It used to be every other weekend you had something that was going on. Sometimes you go a whole month. When the war started with Ukraine, all right, at the onset, it was a big thing. It was, within the Hebrew community. Then you had the incident with uh, Israel and the Palestinians. They broke off into a war. Then here comes the talk of World War III. World War III. And we seen that time went on, boom, this was happening. We seen it. And then you had a president that came back into power. He came back into power, and first day he started signing off on a whole lot of things. All he had to do with that, brothers and sisters, he had to give off a false sense of security. He did. He had to show that. Oh, what did they do that for? Oh man, he had his supporters all geeked up. Yes, he did. Look, wait a minute, hold on. Sister Kathy, what is the Black Authority from yesterday? You have a link on that? I mean, I didn't see that. But this is what he did. He came in and did all of these things. Now then he started deporting the people that were celebrating for his presidency. And then he started, all right, building the walls, pushing them out. What did they do? They reached out to Black people. That's what they did. Then he turns his attention on to who? Us. These people are literally orchestrating their own demise. That's what they're doing. This is my encouragement. We have our families and everything that we got to take care of. But let's not get so complacent, because the devil knows exactly what he's doing. And we want answers from some. What do? Hey, Google, and so and so, or Alexa, so and so. We just ask a question. We do not want to get complacent with that, brothers. It can turn out pretty dangerous. Yes, it can. The things in this world, brothers and sisters, it's a whole lot of makeup going on. That's all. Because at the end of the day, this country or this world, they're going to do things for its longevity. They want to live. That's what this system wants to do. But to be complacent or to put ourselves in a complacency spirit can be detrimental. It can. when that time comes for us to make that decision, that encouragement that the Most High be telling us to choose life so that we continue to live. The Most High, in so many words, you choose life, but where's life coming from? It's coming from the Most High. He's saying, choose Him. Choose Him. Hold on. So, okay, I got you. I'm gonna check that out too. The Black Authority. Okay, but this is what we have to contend with, brothers. It's getting it's serious. I mean, even when they matter of fact, today is a holiday. I think, what is it? President's Day? I think so. The thing about it is, if all of these so-called holidays supposed to, be done away with, it seemed like they just got rid of anything that had to do with black holidays or what they want to call it. That's what it seems now. It seems like that's what they took off, uh, that they don't want the world to recognize any longer. Yeah, all right, that's what I thought. Yeah, and so you're seeing what they're doing, brothers. We're seeing what they're doing, and hmm, they are forcing you out. They just started with words, so eventually the words are going to lead to action. That's what's going to happen. You're seeing what they're doing hey, in Africa. They are literally pushing the West and any other European land out of Africa. All right. Now, granted, Trump has opened up a door for the South Africans or South Afrikaners, that's what they want to call themselves, to come into the United States. Oh, what do you think they're going to do, brothers? Commandeer some land? Yeah, I wouldn't be. I would not be surprised. And then at the same time, also you go push us out. You go push us out so we can't come in and get raw material. No, you cannot. Well, we go kick your people out too. Hey, let it be that. It may be the Most High's will for it to work out in that direction. We will kick all these African Americans out. So be it. Some that mean you can almost guarantee some don't want to go, but it is what it is. There's a pushing, Sister Cynthia. You're right, and that pushing has started with what they're trying to do verbally. This is what they're trying to do. So eventually, that pushing, although it's verbal, it's going to turn into an action. It's going to turn into an action. Sister Hazel said, hallelujah. I feel you, sister, because I mean, what? Because hold on. Shalom, Brother Sam. I'm glad you made it in today. It's going to happen. Their pushing is starting with words. That's it. They want to get rid of this. They want to get rid of that. They want to do this. Hey, like I said, 70. I gotta look that number up. I knew last year it was 70% of government workers of African Americans, and now you want to go in there. You want to give people furloughs or whatever you want to call it. You want to for them to take this here. You're going what? They know exactly what they need to do. And see, now, mind you, brothers and sisters, let's not get it twisted and let's not get misunderstanding of what they're doing or what the Most High is allowing them to do. Because if you ever take it at the time and you look at the butler, and if you look at everybody that worked at their warehouse, I would say warehouse, the White House, there was black people, all black, all of them was black. Now, Let it be. If this is the Most High showing favor for His people to bring them out of Babylon, all right. If they got to be laid off, so be it. So be it, because that's what He's doing right now. You're going to see a lot of us on the unemployment line standing out because He knows exactly who the majority of people that's working in government. It's us, post office workers. Majority of the post office people that work for the post office is Black people. Black people. He's recognizing a threat. He is living the same life that of the Egyptian Pharaoh. He's noticing, hey, these people, there's more of them working in the government than anything. Hey, they can come over and take over us. There you go, Sister Pixie.
Hold on, brothers and sisters. Hold on just for a moment. I gotta take this phone call.
I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Hello? Let me see. This thing ain't working. Sister Cynthia, do you hear me speaking? Oh boy. All right, you hear me? All right, cool. All right. All righty. All right, there you go. Yeah, but no, that was that was an um call I needed to take and things. I'm sorry about the wait. But I tell you, brothers, this is the time where we're about to make that decision. As long as we stay on top of our spiritual knowledge, that is, because the Most High he leave nothing to the imagination. He letting us know, hey, at the end of the day, this system will be destroyed. That's what he said. So now, and you know, when you're into your flesh, you think with your flesh, and you make a decision based on your flesh. Brothers and sisters, this is one time where the flesh need to be like, it need to be put in check. It needs to be put in check like yesterday. I tell you, living by the Spirit is what's going to give us life, not that flesh. That flesh will get us. It's going to get us hemmed up if we abide by the flesh. Shalom, Sister Duran and Sister Melody. I'm glad you made it in today. Wait a minute, what you, Sister Melody? You said, hold on, Ebola broke out in New York. Hold on. When did you hear that, Sister? A possible Ebola breakout in New York. Okay, I tell you now, I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff that's been happening, and these things been happening quick. I mean, repetitiously. If it's one thing after another. I mean, I was hearing about some earthquake that was like a 7 point something earthquakes. I'm like, man, I ain't hear that. I mean, it was a feed that came through. But I tell you, it's like we have to start bracing ourselves up because there's something, brothers. I'm telling you, there's something. The Most High is putting something in us, and it's like you have to sit back, meditate, and continue to ask the Most High, what is it that the spirit that you're putting in us? When these brothers hopped on yesterday, I mean, they was hopping on, boom, 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 boom. It's something, brothers and sisters. I mean, I can't put my finger on it. I ain't gonna lie. It's just a spirit that I'm feeling. That's just me. And then at the same time, you have this government that they're doing things that is like out of the norm. And when I say out of the norm, something that we're not used to seeing. You ain't never seen no billionaire come there and stand beside the president with his son. And from my understanding, the son said something to Trump, told him that he was not president or something. But the thing is that there is a dismantling of a nation. Shalom, says Yvonne Daniels. There is a, hey, now, hold on, we're saying that. Sister Monica, did you know that Trump, his forefathers are from Germany? Yes, his forefathers are from Germany. And so, I mean, brother, I think it's about to get more. Um, Shalom, Sister Van Pete. I mean, it's a whole lot of stuff been happening since. I mean, I get kicked out too myself. Let me post that. Hold on, sis. Sister Pixie, you said, I wonder. Uh, this is the plague that was prophesied that will be worse than, okay, CBD that will wipe out a lot. Hey, sister, you know what? Let me tell you something. Now, I'm going to say this, sis. Um, hmm. It's a very bad, virus. And then too, I don't put nothing past this country. I mean, we had the little fog. Well, let me take the word back. Little, we had the fog, and people was getting sick. When I came back from Africa, I was sick for like a whole month. Could not shake that cold, and I had a great deal of regret. But then I just said, I mean, I got to take care of this. Let me take care of this, and truthfully, right now, I need to be gone like yesterday, but that's not possible right now. But I got to work on it to get up out of here. My conscience just, I mean, I'm sorry. What? It's just not that I need to be here. That's just me now. And I don't want nobody to wear my emotions and things, but that's just me. Things are happening. You got a people, you got a person who is egging on the people to share his line of thoughts. That's what he's trying to do. And he's doing a good job at it because, yes, we're not hearing it. They're not voicing their opinions against Black like they used to do. I'm talking about the ones who don't care for us. They're not on YouTube. They keeping it silent. That's what they're doing. Now, that's the dangerous thing right there. It's the ones that's starting to keep things to themselves instead of voicing their rhetoric all on the internet. And that's the danger, brothers and sisters, that we are may have to contend with. It's a silence. Those are the things that I'm serious, brother. We have to we got to be on point. This is that time where we need to come together. You seeing what the brothers and sisters are doing in Africa? Well, I mean, what we should be doing the same thing. One thing I will say, and I will have to take my hat off to the brothers. There's not a whole lot of contention like it was a few months ago. I mean, it's still there. There's still some dislikes there. But as to be going back and forth, fighting and talking about this and talking about that, no. The Most High has put a damper on that, as we may say, which is good because now it's forcing us to focus because we are literally seeing a clear and present danger as a whole, not individual, but as a whole. If you are of a Negro background, you're going to be affected by it as a whole. I don't care if me and Sister Yvonne Daniels are going back and forth. We've been fighting for 30 years. This is one time you got to unball your fists and you're going to make peace. Make peace with your brothers and sisters because now you're going to have to stand together. This is where we at. Me and Brother Roberts, 20 years, few, you have to nip that in the bud. Of course, now, your life is in danger just as much as mine. You stand on my 6, I got your 9, or no, 6 or 12. This is what we are at. We're going to have to stand united. And the Most High is drawing us together as a united people. But we going to have, hey, he ain't going to force you to do something you don't want to do. That's one thing he's not going to do, but he's going to show you what you need to do. Now, if you don't want to do that, that is absolutely your business. But trust and believe, you go fall all by yourself. That's what's going to happen. Now, if you don't want to come a part of what the Most High is bringing together, so be it. But do not be crying, talking you looking for your mama when you starting to realize that last breath is being breathed or it's being difficult to take in. You all by yourself. This is the realism that we're going to have to come up with. Yes, they said all these things, and we even said it about ourselves, why we can't come together. Now we understand why we couldn't come together, because it was due to a curse. We understand that. We know exactly what we need to do in order to rectify those curses. That is to turn back around and to repent and cry out to our Abba, Yah. That's what we must do. I'm gonna tell you right, Sister Martha. We're gonna have to stand together. I don't care how you look at it. When they talking about make America great again, trust and believe. There's a slave base where they're looking at. They gonna have to have that slave base. Now you can have Trump get on there and he with his stand on there. You see a black behind him. Trust, believe. Keep on playing the patsy. You will be the part of that foundation. Because you don't look like, and you know what, brothers and sisters, just like we said, all skin folks is not kin folks. You got some blacks that are strictly what you may call European. Their bloodline goes over, but the thing about it is that that right there would not be a good look. But the scriptures do say that everyone would go back to his or her own land. Now, if this is the way the Most High is moving things to happen this way, and it may appear to be bad, it's the appearance, brothers and sisters, that we should not let it just hover over us and cover us up. Because what may appear to be bad is not bad all the time. Look at everything around it and see how you need to move with it. Because you can sit here, we can continue to go back and forth talking about this and talking about that if we want. And the world comes together to move you out. And you standing there all by yourself. No. We're gonna have to really buckle ourselves down and come together as one. That's what we're gonna have to do. We're going, brothers and sisters. We have Sister Doreen talking about the financials, the financial mindset. All of these things are playing into our beneficial move. Yeah, they are. Something is being fulfilled each and every day. So now, in order for us to come out of this stupor of when it comes to the financial, although they had taught us those things, we got to start making moves on that. We're going to have to start taking things to heart. Because the Most High, his celestial chariot, it does not stop because we're not keeping up. If we're not keeping up, we need to ask us, what's holding you back? What is holding you back from keeping up with the movement of his celestial chariot? If you deemed it necessary that Sister Duran re-educate us on the mindset of money, so be it. Let's re-educate ourselves on the movement and understanding of money, because that type of information is still going to be needed in the wilderness. The Most High knows exactly how this world is running. He knows exactly how it's running. We just need to make sure that we are kept up to date in order for us to come out of this come up out of this captivity. Well, we're gonna come out of the captivity with the Most High's hand, but to be in the wilderness, you still gonna need to have some type of education as to the movement of a nation when it comes to the financial, because that's the reason why the Most High has his people put in different places. He has governors over Israel that is of Israel. You're not going to have a Gentile that's going to rule over his people ever again. That's scriptural. If anybody that's going to rule over Israel, trust and believe, he will be of Israel, not a Gentile. And if you are that one that the Most High, those ones, and ain't just one, those ones that the Most High has called or awakened you to take up that mantle, you best be on your best type of wisdom, asking the Most High for. Hey, isn't that what Solomon asked the Most High for? He asked him for wisdom. He knew exactly. Well, when I say wisdom, listen to me, brothers. Solomon asked the Most High for wisdom. Why did he ask him for wisdom? Because he said, who is able to lead this difficult people? Oh, yes, you know they was Negroes. Yes, you do know. That's what Solomon said. He knew these people are just like stiff-necked, hard-headed. Solomon knew exactly what he was walking into. But he knew he needed something more than his flesh to oversee these people. That's one thing he come to realize. The fact that he asked for wisdom, the Most High gave it to him plus some. That's what he did. And I'm saying it to you, brothers and sisters out there, that the Most High has chosen. Trust and believe, you know exactly who you are. Because if you've been chosen, trust and believe, oh, brothers and sisters, no, if you've been chosen, you're going through some things. And it's going to be like repetitiously. Things are going to be coming at you, and you're like, man, what did I do? Okay. Sister Lena Cross, the same thing happened with it seemed like the same thing happened with Sister Van P. She said she had to go out or whatever. I don't know what's going on. But when you know that you are chosen to take the lead, trust and believe, Satan is going to come at you, brothers and sisters. I'm just telling you from experience. He's going to come at you with some everything. If he got to use your child, your grandchild, your wife, your mother, your father, he's going to use them against you. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. And you may feel that you're walking in the rain, in the rainy cold, all by yourself. If you want to talk about being lonely in this awakening, you ain't seen nothing yet when you've been chosen. If you want to talk about being lonely, get chosen by the Most High and see what happens. Because the devil will know exactly who you are and what type of light and what type of powers that you do have. But being wrapped up in the Most High, that's going to be your saving grace. It's going to be Him. He chose you for a legitimate reason. Because now, the Most High is an Elohim of order. That's who He is. This Exodus is happening. It's in place. So now, you think the Most High is just going to gather us together and just dump us off in Africa? No. There's going to be order. And those that know that they are chosen to lead, they're going to step up and lead. They're going to do it. They already been chosen by the Most High. They just had to go through some things. You're going to go through some things, financial, and it may not always be money. You can have, matter of fact, you can be chosen and have money and be miserable because of the struggles that you got to contend with. And your struggles may be sickness. You may find yourself, why am I always sick? Ask the Most High and talk with Him on a daily basis. He will let you know. Because you may have been chosen. You may have been chosen to take the lead, to be a governor over His people. And it's getting real. I mean, anyway, it ain't that it's getting real. It's real right now. It's real. And some of you brothers and sisters been out there fighting for a moment. And I would say in the last year, it's been heavier on some of you brothers and sisters. It's been heavier. The heavier it becomes, the light, I ain't gonna say the lighter, the closer you are to standing up without all of that restraints. You're gonna know how Israel act. You're going to, yes, you do. You're dealing with some Negroes. Oh, no, Negroes can test your the Negroes can test that one good last nerve. You be like, oh man, I got to deal with you. I'm serious. This is Israel. Now we can only imagine what the Most High was going through. I mean, they was working his nerves. The same thing it's going to happen with us. Hey, there's nothing new up under the sun. The Most High is getting you geared up for that type of. I hate to use the word trouble, but somehow I'm going to trouble you because the Most High said that He has to weed out. And who do you think He's going to use to weed out his own people? He's going to use you. You brothers and sisters that have been chosen to take the lead as governors. He's going to use you because once they get past you, Shalom, Sister Cantu. Once they get past you, your leadership, oh no, that's when they step into the Most High's hands then. And I'll say this to the brothers and sisters. Now, once you get past the governors that's going to govern Israel, let it be known, you done stepped into the Most High, you done stepped into the hands of the Most High. Now you're about to be dealt with. You ever notice that not one of those Israelites went past Moses? Not one superseded Moses in none of his decisions, in any of his decisions. Anybody that came up against Moses from a fleshly standpoint was dealt with severely. Miriam, she spoke against her brother about marrying, his wife. The Most High struck her, and she was bleach white. Leprosy. Yes, bleach white. Well, she stays outside the camp for 7 days. So she was disfellowship for 7 days from the camp of Israel. What makes you think, brothers and sisters, that the Most High is not gearing us up for that? Once you think you're past this, the governors, you need to be stepping in fear then. And this is a warning. before we get to the wilderness. All we got to do is look at our forefathers and how the Most High dealt with Israel. He didn't play with them. They took his kindness for granted. Yes, Israel did. And the very next day, when the Most High struck down 250,000 Israelites after the uprising of Korah and Dathan, the very next day they came back up there complaining to Moses. The very next day, and you wondering why Solomon was asking the Most High for wisdom. Ooh-wee, good night. Now you think that this is going to remain to be seen. It's when we are on that continent and we're going to start seeing these things. But at the same time, when you start seeing anything, you gotta know when you need to break camp from an individual. You're gonna know when you need to break camp off the top, because we're at that particular. We're very close to that time. That's where we stand at. Something is about to happen. And however the Most High is moving, only thing we do is stand back and wait and see what happens. But at the same time, we need to know exactly when it does go down. We should know how we need to move about. The world is telling you about this beast system. If you do not want that beast system, start gearing your mind up. Start gearing your heart. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of things. It's going to be a lot of things. A lot of things you're going to have to take into consideration. But then at the same time, a lot of our brothers and sisters are on medication. They are. Now, you're going to make a decision. Hey, look here. This is what's going to happen. You can go over to your Elohim, whom you call Yahuwah. But I'm the one who giving you the medicine. I know you need this high blood pressure medicine. If you don't, you go stroke out. This is what the devil is pushing to you. And if he can be trusted. And so, but we're going to be put in these compromising positions. It's going to happen. Either you're going to trust in the Most High, or you're going to trust in Satan. I mean, what he's been giving you from a fleshly standpoint. And we all know that the medicine, oh no, it's contaminated. Now he can sing a little short story for you all you want, but trust and believe, we're living witnesses. After so long, medicine it takes its toll on another part of your body. So there's no healing. Truthfully, you healing you seemingly healing something, but tearing up something else. That's the devil for you. That's the devil. He will tell you the truth and lie at the same time. He be telling the truth mixed in with the lie. And that's his MO. When the Most High say he's going to heal you, he's going to heal you. It's there. There are plenty of reports where brothers and sisters went to the continent for some type of thing, and they found themselves feeling a whole lot. My cousin went there for she had to have this surgery, but it cost so much money in the United States. She went to where did she go? She went somewhere. I think was it Egypt? She went to Egypt. And now she's back on her feet doing good. A lot of brothers and sisters went there and started taking up the herbs and things of that nature. And they found themselves feeling good. And a lot of them, they said, I don't have that problem no more. One brother, he had, what is it? Cervical cancer, not cervical cancer, prostate cancer. And he started getting on, he went on, got on the herbs and everything. He's not suffering with that any longer. So brothers and sisters, my point is saying it is, You got jokes, Sister Melody. You're speaking with a forked tongue, a split tongue. Um, we, um, when it comes down to those things, when our health and things, yeah, it can be it can be stressful, and especially your brothers and sisters that are battling whatever type of sickness that you may have. But the Most High has already told us the leaves are for the curing of the nation. And you know what these brothers and sisters did and in Africa? You go on, they got these little shorts, and they have these leaves that they did research upon. Some of the leaves that you can look at and you wouldn't think nothing about them. The mango tree leaves. Listen, you boil it and it lowers. You boil it, you drink the water from it. It lowers your blood pressure. It's a lot of things out there, brothers, and it's all going to boil down to diet. That's what it's going to boil down to. Oh yeah, I seen that too, Sister Yvonne Daniel. They just went in there and just canceled it out like it wasn't no thing. 23 billion. Oh, all right, no problem. They looking at the bigger picture. You know, if anybody with common sense, yeah, like, look here, I ain't never called you a nigga. They did. And he's playing that. He's playing it. He's playing it to the T. I mean, what? If I was a world leader, I'd be doing it too. Because when it's all over said and done, hey, we gonna be friends. Can we trade? I know the world is looking to. I am not trying to come in and colonize Africa with my Russian ways. Hey, I just want to sit down at the table with you so we can break bread. You too, Brother Roberts. You be safe out there, brother. That's all this, brother. That's all that Putin is saying. I just want to be able to sit down at the table and break bread and feed my people. Because I know that the life is going to come from Africa. Period. You brothers and sisters, truthfully, do you really understand the gravity of the blessing that you are receiving right down to this very day? The Most High has blessed us with one, awakening up to know who we are. At first, we were naive. We was trying our best to fit in. We even denounced our own blackness. That's just how bad it had gotten with us. Of course, we felt that we was outside of humanity. That's how we felt. But when the Most High, at our lowest point, he showed up and said no. Yeah, we was deaf, dumb, and crippling crazy, Sister Monica. Deaf, dumb, crippling crazy. We were. And that was the lowest point for us. And so the Most High, but then he swooped in. No. You don't need to be like the world. The world needs to be like you. And this is the reason why. And when you talk about lighting up your mind, the Most High lit up our minds. And we realize who we are and what our forefathers did to have us in this particular predicament. We come to understand that. And we start to stand up. If you had a question mark on the back of your back, your spine was crippled and crooked, the Most High straightened that out for you. That's what he did. He straightened that out. And so we stood erect. We took on the sins of our forefathers. We did that. We took on the curses of our forefathers. We did that. We even tell the world. No, the reason why we in the predicament is because of our forefathers. You don't hear those other people talking about that. You don't hear them talking about they've been into slavery. That's one thing you do not hear. Only from these Negroes that speak these words as to what we went through, from a scriptural standpoint, that is. This is how we stand, and this is how we move about. And we need to continue to move that way because we're going to have to come together. That moment of going back and forth, talking about, oh, he stayed and she stayed this and say that. Yeah. When you start noticing that we got to buckle down and come together, yeah, you're going to understand then. You're going to understand. Yeah, right now, some of our brothers and sisters are out there in the streets doing some very dumb stuff. They're doing it. But they're going to have to wake up. They're going to have to wake up. But the world giving off this false pretense. The world is giving off this false pretense. We are all in a better position. Oh, they want to show a white man with a black woman. They want to show a very dark-skinned man, and usually he bald with a white woman. This is what they're doing. They're showing this stuff as if everything is copacetic, and it's not. There's nowhere close to it. But that's their appearance that they want to put out to the world as if they dumbing us back down. This awakening cannot be stopped. It's going to continue. It's going to continue. And the more we wake up, the world starts to wake up. Brothers and sisters, this is the time for us to pull together and not to pull apart. Unnecessary squabbling, put it to the side. Because I tell you, when that exodus starts to happen, which I think it's already started, which I think it's already started, but when it really gets to moving, like that locomotive, hey, what did Kendrick Lamar said? It'll be televised. I seriously believe it will be televised. All it takes is a few of us to light a storm to the world. And now they're trying to understand. Well, they're not trying to understand. They know exactly what's going on. The world understands. And when I say the world, I'm talking about the ones who are making the calls. This is what they're doing. And they're doing it with a passion so that they can continue to rule. These, I'm saying three guys. I'm going to say three. I'm talking about one acting as president, the one that seemed like he's trying to be president, and the other one is the one who's manipulating the foods just to control people. This is how far you got to go. The Most High do not control us. He does not. He gives us rules and regulations. You follow these laws, you live. You don't, you fall away and sleep in death. There has to be rules. You're just not going to live haphazardly ever again. You're not going to bring the Most High in a position to say that he regrets creating man ever again. You're not going to bring that about. We did that dumb stuff already. It ain't going to happen again. It's not going to happen again. His love will not be taken for granted. Those days are dying. Those days are literally dying. Taking him for granted is going to be a thing of the past. It's going to be a thing of the past. Us being scattered, that is another thing that's going to be a thing of the past. Us not being one nation, that is going to be a thing of the past. This is where we're standing right now, and we're witnessing the gathering of Judah and of Ephraim as one. The world has never seen anything like this. Never. This is the first time in history where one nation comes together, that the Most High deemed it to be a special property only to him himself. And we are of that bloodline. Let's hold on to that. That is a privilege that we need to continue to hold on to. Set apart, you're right, Sister Monica, always knowing that we are a set apart people. When the Most High tells you, all right, look here, you're my people. You cannot marry Gentiles. He means that, Israel. The only reason he accepting Gentiles is because of our forefathers' unfaithfulness. But now, that's a stipulation to that. Because that is eventually, once you wake up, you knowing that you're Israel. Mhm. That law, those laws comes to light. Now, however, I mean, don't get me wrong now, brothers and sisters. There are some brothers out here that says something totally different. I'm just going by what the scripture says. And just me. Now, that's just me, because you that's a whole nother that right there is a whole different argument. Me, I don't see it as an argument. We go with what the Most High says and we move on with it. And they know this. The world knows it. We're the only, if you really just want to stick with the United States, we know what they did to us. The so-called black man, the so-called black woman. They brought in a division. It's very demonic as to what they did now. Let's not get that twisted. It was very demonic, the way they came about bringing that type of misunderstanding, miscommunication, in order just to separate us, because they knew the power of a black man with a black woman. And I'm saying only saying black because, that's what they're accustomed to. Because trust and believe, everybody that's on this live is not of, not all are black. But they will understand history. They made history and proved that, hey, this is what they was doing against us. They have done against us. Now, they're starting to see something different. They're starting to see the nation is putting you on a pedestal, Israel. They're asking you for help. They're asking you for advice. And I'm even talking about the Gentiles. What makes you think that the world is not paying attention to that? That the world is putting you on a pedestal? They are very much afraid. They are very much afraid. And Pharaoh is acting out. Pharaoh is saying, oh, look here, y'all Negroes, we need to diminish your numbers. We tried AIDS. That didn't work. We tried this. That didn't work. Well, there's going to be one that they're going to try. And this one is going to lead them to complete destruction. When Hashatan comes out of his abyss for 1,000 years, he will go to the four corners of the earth and to incite all the nations to come up against Israel. Now, mind you, brothers and sisters, when the scripture stated that Hashatan would go to the four corners of the earth, Judah is no longer there. If you go and read that scripture, you're gonna notice Judah is no longer on the four corners of the earth. Judah will be right back where they belong. And he's going to bring them against, come up against his people. That is yet to be fulfilled. You brothers and sisters, keep your head on the swivel. You chosen brothers, you chosen sisters, you chosen. And the Most High, he already, that went out. Recognize your authority. Pray to the Most High to reconfirm with you your position. Because trust me, you got to get busy. You brothers and sisters that have been chosen, you will have to get busy. You will have to, because that authority that the Most High put in you, you need to be using it. And granted, now, brothers and sisters, there are different gifts that the Most High got in us. And whatever you think your gift is, just reconfirm with the Most High. Just reconfirm. Talk to him. I mean, he's not a figment of your imagination. He's real. He's real. And I know some of you brothers and sisters, we may find it difficult. We can read about what Yahusha did. We can read about him raising the dead. We can read about him healing the sick. But now, one of you brothers and sisters out there that has been chosen, you may be feeling apprehensive. But if you right here thinking that you have that power, reconfirm with the Most High. It's not to say you sit there and haphazardly go out here and thinking you go touch somebody and you heal them. Now you're gonna need to know. You're gonna have that faith. And when you walk away knowing that the Most High use you to heal someone. That's the choosing. That's the organized Elohim that we worship. All of you brothers and sisters got these different gifts. I tell you, we're going to have to start buckling down. You ain't going to have not one person on here going to have a whole lot of different gifts. And he going to be overseeing all of Israel. The only one we know of that's right now, Yahusha, and he's in heaven. Authority goes downhill. You have the Most High, you have Yahusha. You have the 144,000. You have the governors. And all of you brothers got different gifts. You go have different gifts. And when it's all over said and done, it's for the glorification of the Most High. That's what it's going to boil down to being. And that is what it's about. Right down to this very day. We're going to see some things, brothers and sisters. And some of you brothers and sisters, your gifts, it may take fear for it to come out. It just may take fear for some of you to recognize what powers you got. Or what gifts, rather. We don't want to talk about powers. People like, oh, I'm like Superman. But do not cut short. Don't cut off, not short. Yeah. Don't be cutting the most high's hands short, brothers and sisters. And don't be saying what he won't do. That's a lack of faith. Just because you're accustomed to seeing rain fall from the heavens, from the sky. Just because we are accustomed to that. There's only one thing that the Most High cannot do, and that's lie. That's it. Everything else is absolutely possible. Everything else is possible. And let us continue to hold on to that. The possibilities. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to get ready to get up out of here. We're going to see some things, brothers and sisters. And like I said, it may appear to be the worst ever. It may appear to be the worst ever. But it may turn out to be something totally different. You may see somebody
They may be. Hold on just for a moment. Let me take this call.
I am so sorry about that. There was another company that was calling me about the job, and I'm sorry about putting you brothers on hold. Um, do you? All right, there you go. I'm sorry about that. There was a company. Well, it was two companies that were looking to hire me and things. I just have to take a trip to Chicago. When I was in Africa, um, I my license expired, so I got to go back to Chicago to renew my license and things. So I got to take a trip there in order for me to work this job and things. But brothers and sisters, that was the gist of the. Matter of fact, it was two phone calls, and so they was asking me questions and things about my experience. But brother, speaking on experiences, we all gonna have our experiences that we're gonna take um, back to Africa when it's all over said and done. It's a known fact that we are the people who built this nation, and for us to make I'm gonna call it what it is. For us to make a foolish decision to say Africa is not built up and things of that nature. No, we have the education of knowing what it needs to build it up according to Yah's standard, not ours. Because me myself, I'm not too enthused about AI. That's just me. I'm not crazy about it. I see a pro and I see a very big con. That's what I see about AI now. That's the only thing I will say about that. Um, and so I would say that proceed very cautiously when it comes to this AI. I mean, I've seen a lot of brothers using anything, and I'm not knocking them because I mean I watch it because there was one of them. It's AI. It was talking about Moses and thing. I like the way they put it together. I do. But I think that the devil is going to start showing himself a whole lot more. Um, that's just my line of thoughts and things of that nature. But brothers and sisters, but if you can help me out, because I do need to get to Chicago to get my license and things, and I'm here in Arkansas. That's like a 700 and it's over 700 some miles, and to help out with my travels to get there, just for me to get my license for so that I can go to work with this particular company. Of course, when it's all over said and done, brothers, I'm trying to get things put in place for so that I can get back, do what we need to do over there back in Africa. And I'm serious about this. I was talking to Brother Galen um, when it comes to the farming. It's just something that's just been nudging at me for the longest. The agricultural side, the farming side. And it seemed like it's becoming more of a niche for me. There's something I just gotta do with it, and I'm planning on doing it. That's one thing I plan on doing. Um, but just to get to Chicago, yes, I need to get to Chicago, get tickets and whatever. Today is a day. It's like I said, it's some type of holiday. I was planning on leaving today, but then my sister, she did something, and where it didn't pan out. It was, I think she was going through some third party or whatever, and it flat out just did not pan out and things of that nature. But if you brothers and sisters can support me on that or with travel, just to get to Chicago to get the license and thing, that will be very much appreciated. But on that, brothers and sisters, stay alert. Um, what these people talking about right now, when it comes to their dislike about us, well, at least this president, he's been bold about it, and his little sidekick, they've been bold about it. We're gonna have to come together and watch one another's back. And on that, brothers and sisters, you all keep your head on the swivel. Pay attention to how these brothers and sisters are coming up on YouTube and things of that nature. Pay attention to some of the things. Pay attention to what they're saying, the warnings that are out there that we need to be alert on, to be mindful of, because it's for our protection that these brothers and sisters speak. It's the Most High who is using them to speak and warn us, of impending dangers. That's who the Most High is using. And let's keep our head on that. I tell you, hiatus. Sister Monica, yeah, I tell you. And Sister Monica, there's so much stuff going on. I tell you, I don't know what's going on in my email. I mean, I sent so many replies back to you. It's not even funny, Sister Monica. And why you not seeing nothing? I mean, I don't know. I even called one of the brothers, Brother Mike Roebuck. He looked into he said, man, he's seen something, and he kind of twerked it a little bit, but he's saying you should be able to send an email back to somebody, and it shows that it's been sent to you, but then you never receive it, and you're not the only one that told me that. And maybe, I don't know, maybe I need to just go ahead and scrap the email and come up with a whole new email address. I don't know, but that's what we got on. But brothers and sisters, we're going to have Sister Doreen on tomorrow, around 7:30 tomorrow morning, and she's going to get into the financial side of it, of our mindset. And I hope that you brothers and sisters, can be here tomorrow, that we can go in and we can dive off into it, and it's Rich, which is for our benefit, as a nation or individually. This is information that we should be taking in, that we should take to heart, because the Most High is moving. He's telling you that. He's telling us, hey, you're going to leave with this type of riches. Let's call it that way. You're going to leave with this stuff here. Now, and it's left up to us individually. It is absolutely left up to us individually what we want to take in mentally and learn from it. Or you can be that person who don't want to listen, who do not want to take in any information. You just want to spend as you go. Trust and believe. It ain't the fact that you'll get yourself destroyed. No, it's not that. But like Yahusha said, you will always have the poor among you. Don't go out there and make yourself poor, brothers and sisters. Do not go out there and make yourself poor. But we know that it's going to be what it's going to be. Sister Yvonne, I don't know. People, they was telling me about, that's the reason why they was telling me about the Cash App. They weren't too crazy about it. So I do have a Zelle, though. I do have Zelle. And I'm pretty much, and it's through, I think it's my email and things, and they use it, and they send it that way. So I tell you, what are you on your channel to click on? I've never seen that before, Sister Yvonne. What kind of system is that? Where you can put it on a channel and you just click on it. What is it called? Yeah, because truthfully, a lot of brothers and sisters was complaining about that the Cash App. They had some bad experiences with it. I did too. I kid you not. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had some bad experiences with it also. But I really never had issues with Zelle thus far. I have not. Um, yeah, right. By the share button. The share button. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Um, oh no, sister, you got it. You probably have to enlighten me on that. I know that what you know share button. I mean, but what, I mean from that share button, where do you go from? Go from when you hit the share button. I mean, yeah, you have to enlighten me on that one. I kid you not. Um, but yeah, a lot of brothers, well, quite a few brothers and sisters was complaining about the Cash App and things. Um, and so, I mean, I thought maybe Zelle would be a whole lot better. That's what I was thinking. I didn't know, but I never had issues with Zelle. And brothers and sisters, they was donating through Zelle and things of that nature. They were. And so that's the reason why I said I never had a problem with Zelle. And so I was thinking that Zelle may dominate more so than the Cash App and things. But I mean, if possible, I mean, you know, it'll be greatly appreciated. I mean, that's the only two things that I do. The only two apps that, oh, yeah, the only two apps that I have, you know. And I just have to do some more research upon it and things of that nature. Yes, I still, let me post the Cash App. It's still the same one. Um, um, and there it is. It's in the, yeah, I got it in the chat right now. Um, so yeah, that's my Cash App, and then oh shoot, like for the ones for the brothers and sisters that are using Zelle, I gotta do my I have to do my email, and that's my email. I mean, that's my email to my Zelle account. That's what that is. The second one. Sister Zenobia, shalom. What did she say? Yes, they do. YouTube do. They do. They do take a cut. I tell you, when sister, everybody got their hands out, sis. Everybody got it out there. Everybody got their hands out. I'm serious. And I'm oh wait. I've been, sister, let me tell you something. I've been doing so much research upon this farming, gardening, hydroponics, aquaponics. Woo, a whole lot. And so right now, I have a brother. He's working on he's working in Africa, and he's getting the getting my license for export import. And so I'm now, I mean, I'm working on having things in place for my next return. And the next return, now, Sister Van P, I'm not even trying to play with that. I know exactly what I'm going there to do and how I'm going to do it. And I have to hit it like there's no tomorrow. And that's just my mindset. And truthfully, because I'm not, I mean, if it's going, y'all willing, I don't want to come back. I was telling that to my cousin. I said, man, y'all can keep this here. I'm serious. You can keep this here. I said, but the next time I'm gone, let's trust and believe. I'm not trying to entertain of coming back. That's just my mindset. My son got to a point where, yeah, he's ready to go now. He's quite scared. No, I ain't gonna say scared. It's very concerning to him now. It's very concerning to him. And I'm just hoping and praying to the Most High that it works out well. I can link up with other brothers and sisters, not just on the continent, but also with brothers and sisters, farmers here in the States, because I see the things I see, and I believe that things are going to be a lot more difficult for our people, and especially when it comes down to food intake, because you don't know what they're putting in your food. That's the thing that's very concerning to me. I don't trust them. I'm serious. I flat out do not trust these people when it comes to, because they're the one who kept us in sin. They selling us pork, catfish, and everything. My thing is, brothers and sisters need to come together. Hey, now this is what we got. We can trust brothers and sisters. Hey, these are the foods that we're doing here. And if we're able to get into import and export back into the West, that'll be a game changer for us. It will be, because we know for a fact we sending stuff to our brothers and sisters, and that's my mindset. That's what I hope to see happen before the Exodus. You still have brothers and sisters there. No, set up a digital store, whatever it needs to be, where our brothers and sisters can say, "Hey, we've been taken care of." That's what my dream is. That's what it is. This here is just a pit stop for me. I had to stop in, take care of some business. But once the business is taken care of, I gotta be about the Father's business. And I think that's just my calling. That's just me. And I plan on seeing that through. I really do. You brothers and sisters, be safe out there. Keep your head on the swivel. And when I say swivel now, brothers, I mean you guys to keep it on there, because this man, those men, it seems like they're hell bound on causing trouble for us. And I could see the trouble that's about to happen. When the brothers and sisters' money run out in September, oh, that is not going to be looking good. And especially if they're not awoken and things of that nature, then they do not understand what's going on, that can be an issue. That can be an issue. But brothers and sisters, let us continue to encourage one another. The Most High knows exactly how the devil is fighting. There's nothing that can supersede him. Nothing. Let us continue to encourage one another, pray for one another, and when all possible, help one another. That's our responsibility. We are our brother's keepers. That's one thing we are. And like I said, brothers, tomorrow, Sister Doreen, she'll be on. You have any questions? Have your questions laid out, and she'll answer the question to the best of her ability. I got to talk to the sister later on today, and so we have our things together, and we can move forward, brothers and sisters. And with that, I would say shalom. You brothers and sisters, take care of yourselves. Be safe.